something. Let me tell you something about Jordan Peterson, about something. Oh, you robot humans getting robot-y. Look at this. Look at this. You want to see something? Let me show you something. Anyway. Oh. Feel very piggish. So weird. Go on, kitty, eat some salad. Have some black beans or some whatever this is that I call this. There's definitely nothing that you know about, but just because you're an organism that lived for as long as we did, if you believe that evolution, like a history thing. Come on, kitty. Okay, so anyway, Jordan Peterson, what an asshole. You're an asshole, Jordan Peterson. I'm going to tell you why. You want to know why you're an asshole, Jordan Peterson? You're an asshole because you're scapegoating Derrida instead of Foucault. Michel Foucault. You're a dumb shit. You read too much of one thing and not enough. You blame logocentrism and deconstruction. And fucking Derrida knows better than that. Hang on. No. Oh.
They're trying to eat your food.
It's fine. Appreciate it. See that? See that, Jordan Peterson? You see that, you asshole? Check that one out. Some bitch. Oh, hey, come on in. Video. Hey. Anyway, so the whole point was this. Jordan Peterson scapegoats Derrida. That was bullshit. Michel Foucault, as far as what he thinks are the postmodernists, how he sums up authors, nets and wassels them, excludes some, includes another. Doesn't know why they're coming about, where they're coming about. Monkey Wrench Graham, Robert Crumb, Grateful Dead. Anyway, point though is that your summation, Mr. Jordan Peterson, that somehow Derrida, I should have pre-prepped, right? I only have my side notes of grammatology. Right? I only have my side notes. But anyway, the point though, so I'm obviously not going to be able to find it at this point, in this moment, is that Derrida spoke of orthography, the rules and conduct of grammar as an orthodoxy, in a way. Even though he spoke of logocentrism, the internal look at how things orbit around topics and subjects and objects and graphemes and phonemes and reference and signifieds, because he did all of those things, right? You're going to scapegoat him and say somehow Michel Foucault talking about oppression. That Derrida talked about lingual suppression. He didn't. Derrida is addressing Saussure and Heidegger, at least in this particular text. And what I'm suggesting is this. Since Jordan Peterson is not a scholar in Derrida, and he may speak of logocentrism, and he may speak of oppression, but he's scapegoating the fuck out of Derrida, and it's a bunch of goddamn bullshit. Jordan Peter, if any of you assholes dare to read Derrida's books, you tell me otherwise. If you read The same books that came out went off grammatology. This shit came out. When you feel like you know what the fuck that dude's talking about, you tell me about it. Gotta say something.
Yeah, I was like, I freaking booked it.
Don't mind anything. But mind something about burrito. Stealing my tenant's food. Oh, that's right. I'm eating my tenant's food. You want to know why I'm eating my tenant's food? I'll tell you why I'm eating my tenant's food.
Are you eating her food? Is that?
Did you think that was absurd?
Is that Kelsey's food?
Oh, wow. Oh.
She's getting mad.
It might be. She left it in the door.
Oh.
It's like, I'm going to eat. It's in my door.
Mine.
Oh, that's yours?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm
it's
oh.
It's not mine, actually. It's one of my boyfriends.
Oh, now I owe you. But I didn't want it to go bad.
Not a big deal. It was going to go bad.
Well, fine. Then I don't feel bad about letting it not go bad. Anyway, so Jordan Peterson plays this whole game where he reads about logocentrism, and then he groups him in with Michael Foucault. He groups him with the history of maybe Chomsky's Bayes and engineering consent. He groups them in unwittingly there, but wittingly to Nietzsche. There were great thinkers last century, and all of you dumb dipshit fucking butt fuck millennials that don't believe it, I'm just saying, as much as you might hate it, as much as you might not like the pink skin associated with the writing, because of X, Y, and Z, calculus or otherwise, or maybe you don't like the Muslim, or maybe you don't like the brown. I'm just telling you, humanity is an ongoing plight, and every civilization yields those that anchor to that plight. If I'm parasitic to it, I am, to some extent. I'm not going to deny it. Doesn't mean that you're not an asshole. It doesn't mean you're not an asshole. You might very well be an asshole in your own mind. I hate the idea of genocide. I absolutely hate it. It doesn't mean that somebody else hasn't thought about it in descriptive referential ways and not necessarily signified ways. Okay, so I've already written down most of my cursive on that book. Just saying, I have. I'm going to write something later. You guys are going to have to deal with it later. Where I don't die before later, but sooner or later. So Jordan Peterson's just kind of a piece of shit, right? He scapegoated Derrida when it was really Michael Foucault. So basically, he scapegoated a whole personality, very super hyper intelligent personality of the continental philosophical tradition out of France. Published from the 60s, maybe even earlier, to the 90s, maybe into the 2000s. God, when did he die? I don't even know. It doesn't even matter. I'm just reading his stuff. All I know is he goes out of his way, Jordan Peterson, to describe the orthography or the rule structure, the spelling structure, that if in breach, it would cause a social and political disharmony. And somehow you want to pinpoint and pin somebody that you haven't read because you read the concept, some bathroom book, some fucking synopsis of Derrida, you piece of shit, and you want to pin him, scapegoat him. Are you doing it? I suspect you're doing it to actually get people to read him. And that you're like the negative antithesis of me, which is very unethical, you fucking asshole. I'm saying, I believe you're an asshole, Jordan Peterson. I will say it once again. By the way, subscribe and do all that yada or whatever. Anyway, Jordan Peterson. Have your point of view. Say what you want to say. I'm just saying, like anyone that's a scholar of Derrida and Foucault, not that I'm a scholar of Foucault, but otherwise, you're full of fucking shit, you asshole, and quit lying and scapegoating Derrida because you don't know the goddamn difference between logocentrism, centrism, displacement of identity, because you don't know what he was protecting or not protecting. You can't articulate it. You just then throw there and then go to Carl Jung and fucking beg on mythology. You're a pathetic piece of wrapped up colonial shit. And I'm not going to say that you're bad. I'm just saying you're off. And because you're off, and I'm showing you that you're off about Derrida, go ahead and point it. Why don't you, instead of saying it, why don't you quote it, you asshole? Just do it. I'm reading them. I'm not finding it. I'm finding them defending certain things. I think you'll find yourself wrong. I think you'll continue to find yourself wrong. Who knows for how long?